Hi! I am going to do an empties video for you today because I've been collecting my used up makeup products and hair care and skincare products actually since the last part of December. So that would be January, February, March, April, almost 4 months worth of empty products. Let me show you my bag. Here it is. But it doesn't end there, because we also have this one. And do you see the stains on this bag? You know it's gonna be good, this one. Let's start with the big bottle of shampoo that doesn't fit in my empties bag. It is the, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, because I think it's supposed to be French or something. But Nissin, maybe? I think it's a Swedish brand. And it's called the shampoo number 3 dandruff treatment, and this was really good, and it says best in test as well and stuff like that. This I really loved, and I would consider to repurchase this because it cleansed my hair, but also it made it really soft, so it was kind of felt like a combined shampoo and conditioner all in the same one. And then also the dandruff treatment. Yeah, I sometimes need some of that too, so I really loved this one. It was kind of a 3-in-1 for me. I also used up a Tromborg Aromatherapy Deluxe Hand Cream, and this is a Danish brand. I didn't think this was nourishing enough for my hands, but I do have very extremely dry hands that cracks and stuff like that. Yeah, too much info. But it smelled really nice, and it didn't leave my hands greasy or anything. So I think for a nice pick-me-up with just a normal pick-me-up hand cream, this is fine. But I don't think I will repurchase this. This looks strange, but because I took out the pump. But this is the Davin Nunu Pack Nourishing Repair Mask, and this was green, so it looked a bit frightening, but it was really nourishing, and I think it contained olive butter, and it was for dry and brittle hair, and I think this really worked wonders. In the period I used this, which was about a year to a year and a half, I noticed that my hair grew a bit longer than usual. So that might be because of this being very nourishing. So I would repurchase this, but not right now, because you know, a year and a half, that kind of makes you want to try other stuff too. Then I used up a Depend nail polish remover, one of those with the sponge, and oh, the sponge is ugly now. But you know, one of the dip in sponge thingies, and this was really great. Right now I'm using a more environmentally friendly one from the same brand. But I would definitely repurchase a similar sort of nail polish remover, and maybe from the same brand again next time. I don't know. Again, a Swedish brand, I think. Next up, oh yes, this Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair serum, I guess. This I got for free because I bought some magazines. So yeah, nice way to try that out. And I really enjoyed this. And if it wasn't so expensive, I would run out and buy it immediately. But I think it would amount to what would be 50 or 60 pounds in Denmark for one of these. So ooh, that's kind of expensive. But this made my skin really really soft and without any red patches. So it basically just made my skin relax and feel plump and nourished and not irritated. And I would always want to have one of these or something similar. Do you have any recommendations for similar serums to try that maybe is a bit less expensive than this? Please let me know, because I really enjoyed this one. I also used up a body oil and this one looks really nasty now because it kind of disintegrated while being moist. And that kind of defeats the purpose because it's a body oil. This bottle is gonna be moist at some point. But it's the Nordic Spa Earth Body Oil Balancing and Strengthening Rosemary and Pine, and it smelled really nice. And it was just a body oil, so it was fine. I used up another hand cream from Bioderma called Repair Hand Cream, and this was great. I would say it's not as repairing as you would think from the name, but it's a standard, very moisturizing standard hand cream, I would say, and it's a nice size. Then I used up a Matas cleansing cream. It's a Danish brand, so it says everything in Danish, so I'm just translating. It was for dry and sensitive skin with E-vitamin softening. I bought this on sale because I think they might not sell these anymore, but it was basically a huge tub of cleansing cream. It was fine. I didn't like that it had a scent to it, because cleansing cream, I think, is supposed to get in your mouth at some point, and I didn't like the taste of it. But it was fine, and it lasted me a very long time compared to the price, so that was satisfying enough. Oh, the bastard. I used up this Dr. Brand Microdermabrasion Skin Exfoliant. I used this in the shower to exfoliate my face. And it had these micro beads or something like that. It was tiny beads. It really felt like rubbing sand on my face, and I didn't like that sensation. And also it smelled like like when someone has cleaned your bathroom, or you yourself has cleaned your bathroom with a lemony sort of cleaning product. It wasn't a very luxurious feeling, this one. And then also it had this sort of tingly, minty feeling on the skin afterwards that made my skin feel a bit like when it's dry and tight, because of the cool feeling on the skin that this gave afterwards. It felt like, and I didn't really enjoy that either. So for me, it's a huge accomplishment to use this up. Yeah, I'm not gonna buy this again. Then I used up the Shiseido, the skincare day moisture protection. This was a day cream with a pump, and this was really nice, and I love that it came in a glass pump bottle. It was more like a lotion texture, and it sunk into the skin really fast, but not in a non-moisturizing way, because I really liked the combination of sinking in fast, making the skin feeling really moist, and then this beautiful bottle. and I bought this on sale too, so it wasn't expensive or anything for me. I wouldn't repurchase this because I think it is expensive at full price, but loved this. Then I finally got to try one of the L'Oreal Everriche, Everriche no sulfates nourishing care system, and this was the conditioner, and I really enjoyed this. I didn't use it combined with the shampoo because I hadn't used up my other shampoo at that time, but so I don't think I can really say anything about the whole product line in general, but this was great and it was nourishing. The only thing I didn't like about it was that it might have had, I didn't really like the smell a lot. It reminded me a bit of a product that would that they would want children to buy, small girls that wanted something really sweet smelling and candy smelling. But hey, that's just me. Growing up in Denmark, you kind of learn that the perfume is a bad thing, so that might just be me. But I really loved this, and I would definitely repurchase this too. Oh yeah. Then I used up a sample size of the Perfection Lumiere Velvet, and I used this combined with some other product. I think I used this in combination with a more illuminating foundation, and then I just blended them together because this was a bit too dark for me, the sample. And I really loved the combination of those two. So if you have this, a full size of this, and you think it might be too matte or the wrong color, please try to combine it with some of your other foundations, maybe a more luminizing foundation, because this one was really beautiful on my skin. I looked myself in the mirror and I thought, wow, dang, that skin though. So yeah, but I wouldn't buy this because I wouldn't buy the full size because I have a crap load of foundations already, and maybe I can mix myself something similar from my collection. So, but beautiful product. The next thing is Avivir aloe vera spray, and I kind of use this as a toning spray or like a setting spray. Once I've applied makeup or once I've removed my makeup and then put on some facial cream, then I would spray this on, and it was just going to be kind of a moisturizing spray that would maybe set my makeup better or make my day cream work even better. And I would definitely buy this again for that same purpose. This is a Danish brand though, so I don't think any of you might be able to get this anywhere, but I could really recommend if you can get your hand on something similar, like aloe vera, something in a spray form. And I think that Clinique has gone out with a similar spray where it also contains aloe vera. So this is basically a more efficient, I would say, moisturizing spray mist. Meh. I don't know, but it worked for me. It really did. I used up a Clinique mascara, and I can't really read the text on it anymore because it all rubbed off, and I think that's kind of bad packaging, but I think it might have been called something with extreme mascara or something like that. I like this. I had it in black, and yeah, extreme black actually, and I think that this might have been too black for me. I don't have anything naturally black on me. Like, my hair is not black, and my eyebrows aren't black, and well, the only thing that's black is my pupils. So I usually prefer less black of mascaras if I buy black mascaras, and then brown mascaras, dark brown. So maybe I would buy this in brown if they have it. But I like to change up my mascaras, so I don't think I will repurchase this. Oh, this is an oldie. It's the Lancome Foundation Color Ideal Hydra Compact, which I used up in my Project 10 pan a long time ago. And yeah, look at my Project 10 pan videos if you want to hear more about this. I didn't really like it, the last bit of it, because it was it had kind of dried out. So, but I love compact foundations, just to have one, so that you can plop one in your purse and then always have a foundation on the go. I used up a tiny sample of the Vichy Normaderm Night Detox, and I didn't like this. I think it was because it was geared towards, it was actually for more combination to oily skin than what I have, because it felt really drying on my skin, and that's not really the point for me when I wear night creams. It's sunk in really fast, and then it kind of went all drying on my skin. But it had this plumping sensation, which was really weird and made me think if it contained any silicones or anything. But I think if you have an oily skin type, you might really enjoy this, but I didn't really. I used up 3 nail polishes. One was a gel effect top coat from Sephora, which wasn't really as effective as my Dior gel coat, so I wouldn't repurchase this. I also used up, I think this might be more than 5 years old or something. It was a clear nail polish from Depend, the same brand where I had my nail polish remover from, and it was really, it really wowed me that it was still, that I was still able to use it even after more than 5 years of sitting in my drawer. So I made a point of using this up, and I did, and that was great. So now I can throw this out. Yay! And I'm not really a big fan of clear nail polish anymore. Either I just don't wear nail polish, or I wear my my nail envy, and then it kind of is like a benefiting clear nail polish, or then I wear color most of the time. Also, I used up this L'Oreal Color Riche nail polish in Café Saint-Germain, and this was really beautiful. It was long lasting. I think it lasted me almost a week on my nails, and I didn't need a top coat for it, so that really made me want to buy even more from that range. I can really recommend this range. Also it has a lot of beautiful colors, and one for every mood and one for every season. The only bad thing about this nail polish is that it kind of disappears over time. I think I only had this about a year or so, but even though I used it, I might have used it down to here, and then it just disappeared from there in a period of time, and then I used it up. So I think maybe it contains so much alcohol that it kind of evaporates or something. I don't know, but all of a sudden it had less nail polish in it without me using it a lot. And that's not great when I have other nail polishes that last me over 5 years and are still usable. But it was still usable. If I was just thinking that when it disappears on me like that, it might not be working very long for me. It might get goopy soon. But I recommend, and maybe it's that's why they make them so small, so that you actually can use them up. I like that too, because usually I have nail polishes that I really can't use up because they're that huge. I used up a styling cream from Davin, again with the French. Davin. It is the Invisible Styling Cream, defining, and it says it has a soft hold, and I think this had a bit of a too soft of a hold, so I had to kind of mix it in with something that had more of a strong hold. But I did manage to use this and make it work for me, so I might want to buy it again if it's on sale or something. But yeah, mostly I want to find something with a stronger hold. Oh, another hand cream from Bioderma. Again the hair. No. Again the repair hand cream. So I used up 2 of those. Then I used up a body balm from Nordic Spa. Again the refreshing and pine scent. And this made me really fall in love with body balms. I hadn't really tried body balms before. I've tried body lotions and body creams, but I think body balms is the way to go for me, because I don't want to apply body lotions all the time, every day and all that jazz. I just really want some intense moisture once in a while, and that's what body balms can do for me. And then I pair it with a body oil to make it really intense moisturization. So I put a bit of body oil in my hand and then mix it with some of the body balm, and then it's perfect and my skin is happy and I don't need to apply anything again right away. I used up a mini Bioderma, and I tried to remove the lid on this, but I couldn't really figure it out. I would have loved to reuse this because I have bigger bottles of Bioderma that I could refill it with, but again, if you have any advice on taking off the lid of this one to reuse it, please tell me. But yeah, right now I have just refilled the Bioderma into something else. Then I used up Kiehl's crème de corps, soy milk and honey whipped body butter. This smells like coconut. It smells like coconut and cream. No, yeah, it smells like coconut and cream, and this texture, the texture, people, it was really like a whipped cream, and that just blew my mind. And I just now realized that I want to repurchase this, because the texture alone was out of this world. And then it was really moisturizing as well. So it was kind of like the same moisturization I would get from a body balm, only with a cute and lovely texture. Yeah. I used up some samples. Not much to say about these. Eucerin Ultra Sensible something, and the ultra sensible lotion. Again, it's in French, so I have no clue, but I like these, and I might buy these in the Danish pharmacy. Might try these more. I used a sample of the Ole Henriksen Ultimate Lift Eye Gel, and this was really lifting. I didn't expect it to be lifting, even though it says Ultimate Lift Eye Gel. But it really did do like this to my eyes, and I think it's because of the gel texture and the cooling effect. But I think I saw more of my eyelids than I've ever done before. Wow. Yeah, that scares me too a bit, so I might not want to buy a full size of this, but it's intriguing. It's intriguing. If you can get yourself a sample of this, try. I got a sample of the Dream Matte Mousse from Maybelline. Didn't like this. Forced myself to use it up, and so I did. Ooh, what's this? Hello. Okay. This people is the Ren Frankincense Revitalizing Night Cream. And the scent of this reminded me so much of my childhood, because it smells like frankincense, like when you cut a pine tree, and then it has this, I don't know what it's called, but it tastes, what? No, it doesn't taste, but it smells like pine tree bark, the thing that comes out of the pine tree bark, and it was really it really sank into my skin fast, and it sunk into my skin fast. It sunk into my skin fast, but then it was really, really moisturizing still. And that's the beautiful, beautiful combination that I look for in night creams. Because what's the point in applying a huge layer of moisturizing night cream and then rubbing it off on your pillow afterwards? You don't need that. We don't need that. So this one, it's just, the full size is expensive. So I will be looking for an offer on this one. But I really want it. I want it. So this is a bit of a little sneak preview of my Project 10 Pout, of my accomplishments of my Project 10 Pout, because I used up the Revlon lip butter in Pink Truffle, and you guys know I love this. It has this beautiful berry dark pink color to it, and it was really moisturizing, and I wanted to find a dupe so bad, and I sort of did, but then it wasn't on the market anymore, and then I found another dupe, but then it was a matte version of this, and all the trouble of the world. So I might just buy this exact product again, but it's a bit difficult to get a hand of this in Denmark. But I used up a lip product. Woo! Woo! More samples. The base, no, the smoothing primer from Sephora. This was like a silicone-y primer. Yeah, it says silicone on it. That's not what I prefer, but I do see the point in that your makeup do last longer with it underneath, and also it does make your skin more even. So I wouldn't buy a full size of this, but I kind of enjoyed using this sample. Also, I used up a smooth gel formula Smooth Primer from Maybelline. And this I actually like more, maybe because of the gel texture. But this has a huge amount of silicone in it too. And I kind of feel like silicone feels a bit like a mask on top of my skin. I don't know anything about the long-term benefits and so on and so forth, but I just don't like the sensation of silicone on my skin. So I wouldn't buy this, but it's if you don't have any issues with silicone, then this is fine. Ooh. This is one of the oldies as well from my Project 10 pan. Used up this Clinique Color Search eyeshadow duo in Butter Pecan. The one color was like a skin-toned pale matte, and then the other was like a lightly shimmering mid-tone brown. So it's a really basic combination, and that's probably why I used it up. And I think that this was the first time I ever used up an eyeshadow, and this was a duo even, so big accomplishment. This is the Make a Difference Rejuvenating Cleansing Milk from Origins. I remember that this again got in my mouth while cleansing my face and tasted really bad, and I couldn't get it in the eyes either because that would sting. And that's not really great for me using a cleansing product. If it can't get in my eyes without stinging and in my mouth without me doing like this, then I probably won't buy it full size. So that's my thought on this. Only a few products left. Then I used up another nail polish, and this was from Sephora as well. One of the 5 milliliters, I think it's kind of a standard, one of their old nail polish types. It was a nude, like it shows, and that was when the nude nail polish phase of everyone really was really big. This is from the period where nude nails really got in fashion, and I wanted to join that nude party. Whoa, that sounded wrong. But I think it wasn't really my shade of nude, so I just forced myself to use this up, and it was fine. I used it on my toes too, but it was a bit too pale. It just blended too much into my skin tone. So, but it was fine. From my Project 10 pout is this Yves Saint Laurent Voluptuous Candy, and it doesn't say the number anymore, but it was one of these pale, almost a bit of pink, but mostly just non-colored versions of it, and I really enjoyed this as a lip balm. A kind of a lip balm, even though it contained shimmers. Yeah, so I used this up. And again, watch my Project 10 pout video if you want to hear more about this. I also used up this Let's Twist eyeliner from Gosh, and it had this almost like patina eyeshadow from MAC color, where it was kind of an olivey gold tone, and I really loved that underneath my eyes as an eyeliner underneath my bottom lashes. And all of a sudden it was gone, and I might buy this sort again, but I'm not sure. I have many that are similar. Last two things are... Ooh. The last two things are sample size of the Nuit Pourtant Hugo Boss fragrance, and I love this. I actually considered buying it, but I have but I have too many perfumes too, so too many for me to use up in a reasonable amount of time anyway. But I can really recommend taking a sniff on these in the shops. And then I used up a sample of the Hydra Beauty Gel for eyes from Chanel, and this was fine. I think it didn't really do anything else than moisturizing my eyes, as an eye cream should do. So I think you could find as good products that are a lot less expensive than Chanel. But hey, if you're into Chanel, go right ahead. It says that it's hydrating and radiance eye gel. It didn't contain any shimmers or anything as far as I remember. Maybe it's this, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was just supposed to make your under eye area that healthy that it would just radiate loveliness. But again, a sample size wouldn't really do that effect justice, because I think that would only happen once I used a half a liter of it or something. But I enjoyed it. Thank you, Chanel. Thank you for the sample. So that was my empty products that I collected for you and for myself since the end of December. And now I can throw these out. The only thing I will still keep is the Pink Truffle Revlon lip butter, and that's just so I can show you it in a Project 10 Pouch video next time. So that I will keep, and the others I will throw away and be happy about that. Yeah, but thanks for watching. Bye!